So it's been a couple of days since my update about the 67 Spider, and I've put together a snag list for it. It's quite a long list of things that I need to get through today, and that is it's all over the place. Starting with the driver's side window regulator, doing channel felt for both sides on these frames, fixing the windshield wiper mechanism, which it catches as it rotates. I'm doing a ground wire for under the dash, fitting the side badges, doing the bracket for the windshield washer reservoir, and door cards, and installing some brake lines. So I've definitely got a pretty long list of things to get into today. So I'm going to start with the easiest stuff, and that is the driver's side window regulator and the channel felt. So this is going to be a pretty varied episode with a whole bunch of work on different parts of the car, but by the end of today I want this snag list done. Right, let's go. This window, this whole thing works, but you can just roll it down like that, and that's no good. It's not great for security, so I've decided to replace that. And then in these quarter window frames, the channel felt that runs in here is a little hard and could do with replacing. So I'm going to change out this mechanism and do the felt on both sides. Right, so I finally got the quarter windows back in, and with new felt. And before you comment in the comment section, I have put quite a while back. I did the rear channels as well, so that's all done. And I put the A-pillar seals in too. Yeah, and I've just got the hardtop on this thing because I wanted to check something check the window fit on something, and it lines up pretty nicely. When there's a seal in here, it's going to be good. Right, on the other side, this took me forever because on this driver's side with the new window regulator, although it goes up and down fine now, I found that this new aftermarket regulator had a lot more slack in it than the original one. So I've had to route it with these little clips. Don't know if you can see that. In such a way that I could get as much of the slack out. I was worried that one of these cables was going to come off of its wheel. You can see here it's on the maximum. It's tightened up as far as it will go, and on that side, you can see that bolt's only a third of the way tight. And that side is way tighter than this side, so that's the problem with aftermarket parts. Quite often they're, they don't always fit that well. They require a little bit of fiddling to get them to fit. Right, now that all the door stuff, apart from the door cards, I think I'm going to leave that to next episode is done. I'm going to have another look at my list. What do we have here? What can we do? Windshield wiper, ground wire for the heater, the badges on the sides, bracket for the reservoir. Maybe we could do that another time. Brake lines. I think for this evening I would definitely like to get the windshield wipers done, get the heater working, and do some brake lines. So Alright, so now that let's take a look at the list. I think we're really getting through this list. The only thing left on here that I can really do today is brake lines. But I'll show you the yeah, these little badges went on. It's a nice little finishing touch. They look so good. And in here, now when you turn the heater on, you can kind of hear it going. The battery in this thing is going a bit flat. The motorcycle battery doesn't stand up to very much use, but at least that works. The light comes on the dash, and the windshield wipers now work without making a whole lot of noise. Yeah, so it's getting to the end of my little snag list for now. Right, so I've got a lot of the brake lines in now. I just kind of do these things in batches instead of all at once. It makes it a bit easier. I have no idea how I got the measurement for this brake line. So wrong, but I did. Anyway, the front ones are in. They need a bit more bending to get them to sit nicely, but at least they're in. Some of the lines that I had in here before were actually silver, which I didn't think looked so great. So now I'm doing like that, sort of goldy colored through the whole car. I think that's going to be it from the snag list from this video. I think next week there'll be another update on this car with the whole new snag list and like those last items. But for now, I've kind of run out of time. I'm going to have to call this done for this little update video on this car. I kind of want to get something uploaded for you guys because I know you guys have been asking for more videos. Yeah, so I'm trying to get this up as soon as possible. I didn't get everything crossed off my list for this video, but it gives us stuff for the next one. Anyway, thanks for watching guys, and see you next time.